I believe that the Republicans will grow our majority in the United States Senate and that will hold the House of Representatives. As I travel across the country, I get a great sense of enthusiasm, just like I felt in 2016, and I think we're poised for a great victory.
So there's Vice President Mike Pence in Montana showing confidence Republicans will come out on top later tonight. Ohio Congressman Steve Stivers is chairman of the National Republican Congressional Committee. He is my guest out of Columbus today, back in your home state, stumping today. And, sir, thank you for your time. Our viewers may not be aware, but you're pretty much responsible for the reelection of the Republican majority in the House. You got a big job today. Here is one observation on behalf of your opponents in the Democratic Party. They've recruited some strong resumes. Many men and women with military records in Iraq and Afghanistan, many who worked for the Obama administration in Washington, D.C., and just in the last year or two, moved back home to their home district. How big is the challenge for you and the Republican Party tonight, sir?
Well, you know, we have a challenge, but we also have an opportunity. The choice is really clear between results that our Republican Congress has delivered and the rhetoric of divisiveness that the other side has. They want to raise every American's taxes, take away our economic success, and basically put us in danger by eliminating ICE and not defending us at the border. So I think the choice is really clear. And I hope that Americans will choose the path of prosperity as opposed to the path of despair.
You make that same point in a Fox News opinion piece. Here's the headline from it. Midterm elections offer America a simple choice. That's what you write: more progress or return to pain. In your second line, you go right to the economy. Should the message about the economy been more at the forefront? I heard Mike Huckabee earlier today say, are you better off now than you were 2 years ago? I think Americans, a lot of them would answer yes. Would that not have been a more simple national campaign strategy?
Well, I think it has been part of our campaign strategy, and I think if you look at the closing messages, a lot of our candidates have that as their closing message. But I think we have to be able to do more than one thing. We have to be able to protect America and make America prosperous, and we're working to do both, though.
All right. There's a district just north and east of you, Ohio Congressional District 12. Troy Balderson is running as the Republican. Danny O'Connor is the Democrat. This is a special election that got national attention just a few months ago. What do you think happens in that district that involves so many suburban voters in northeastern Columbus, Ohio?
Well, I think, Bill, the result today will be the same result we had in August. Troy Balderson will win. It'll be a close race, but Troy's going to win that and hold it. He's doing a great job, and he's a great congressman. He's already making a difference, and he's going to make a difference for the future of a lot of people. He represents their values, and Troy Balderson will win that race. It's one of those races that's going to determine the fate of the majority, and we're going to hold the majority because of candidates like Troy Balderson.
That you're making the case that Republicans are coming home. And I don't just mention that district in Ohio. There are countless districts just like it in Virginia, in Illinois, in Georgia, northeast of Atlanta. What do you think those voters are looking for in this election?
I think our voters are looking for opportunity, hope, growth and opportunity. That's what we've given them through our tax cuts and regulatory reform, and they want to keep America safe. It's really those two things that our voters want and that all Americans want. They want opportunity for their kids. They want opportunity for themselves. There have been so many people left behind in the stagnant economy of the last 8 years, and it's time to turn it around. We've done that. And I think voters are going to give us credit for that, and that's why we're going to win the majority. And again, Bill, the choice is clear. It's a choice between prosperity and higher taxes. I think Americans will choose prosperity.
It's a very interesting storyline tomorrow, not just the suburbs of Atlanta, Washington, D.C., Columbus, Ohio, Chicago, Illinois. We'll see where these voters are right now. Are they red? Are they blue? Are they a little bit purple right now? But I just got one last question for you. Do you believe this is a referendum on the West Wing of the White House? Do you believe voters are voting on the national level or the local level in a race like this?
Well, I think most of these elections come down to local choices and local candidates, Bill. And again, the choice is clear, though, nationally between opportunity and pain. And I think Americans are going to choose hope, growth, and opportunity. And if people are looking tonight and trying to figure out, gee, how's it going to go? One of the early races they can take a look at, and I think West Virginia is a great example too, but Kentucky's 6th district, Andy Barr, is locked in a tough competition. But by about 10 o'clock tonight, I think you'll see Andy Barr winning, and it's going to show we're going to hold our majority because candidates like Andy Barr, like Troy Balderson, all around this country are going to win their races, and we're going to hold the majority in Congress.
Very interesting. That's Lexington, Kentucky. You talk about there, Kentucky 6. Sir,
That's
thank
right.
you for your time.
That's right, Bill.
We'll see how it goes. Steve Stivers, live in Columbus, Ohio. Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.